The fascinating history of the 2-cent euro coin, Spain, 1999. Imagine holding a tiny copper-plated steel disc in your palm, no bigger than your thumbnail, dated 1999. It costs just 2 cents today, yet this coin carries within it the birth of a new Europe, the soul of Spanish pilgrimage, and the dreams of millions who walked ancient roads toward unity. This is the story of Spain's 2-cent euro coin from 1999, not a rare treasure worth millions, but a quiet hero of modern monetary history that links the medieval grandeur of Santiago de Compostela with the shiny promise of the Eurozone. Hello, friends. Welcome to Old World Coins Vault here. We bring you the oldest, the rarest, and the most mysterious coins from around the world. Do you want to know which coin is worth millions? Which coin is hiding one of history's biggest secrets? And which coin looks ordinary today, but could make you rich tomorrow? So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's open the Old World Coins Vault. The euro itself was born on paper in 1999. On January 1st that year, the European Union's 11 founding members, including Spain, officially launched the euro as an accounting currency. No notes or coins yet, just electronic transfers between banks. The physical euro coins and notes would arrive only on January 1st, 2002, replacing the old Spanish peseta, French franc, German mark, and others. But smart mints across Europe began striking coins in advance, dating them 1999, 2000, and 2001, so that when the big day came, millions of pieces would be ready. Spain's Madrid Mint, Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre, was one of them. In 1999 alone, they produced a staggering 291,749,030 pieces of the 2-cent coin. That is why, even today, this coin is not rare. It is everywhere in European pockets and coin jars. Why did Spain choose this design? In 1998, the Spanish government held a national competition and selected 3 themes for its euro coins. The 1, 2, and 5-cent coins would celebrate Spain's architectural and spiritual heritage by showing the magnificent Obradoiro facade of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. The middle denominations, 10, 20, 50 cents, would honor Miguel de Cervantes, father of Spanish literature. The 1 and 2 euro coins would carry the portrait of King Juan Carlos I. This choice was deliberate. Spain wanted to show the world both its Catholic soul and its place in a new, secular, united Europe. Turn the coin over and you see the breathtaking western facade of Santiago de Compostela Cathedral, the Obradoiro front. 12 stars of the European Union circle the image like a halo of unity. 5 of those stars are bound together by a curved band, a clever artistic touch that symbolizes the unbreakable bond between Spain and the rest of Europe. Above the cathedral, you read the year 1999 and the word España on the left. On the right sits a small crowned M, the mint mark of Madrid. The entire scene was designed and engraved by Spanish artist Garcilaso Roland Sanchez, a master engraver at the Spanish Royal Mint. His delicate lines capture every Baroque swirl, every column, and every statue on that world-famous facade. The story goes back almost 2,000 years. According to tradition, the apostle Saint James, Santiago in Spanish, was beheaded in Jerusalem around 44 A.D. His disciples miraculously carried his body by boat to the coast of Galicia in northwest Spain. There, in a field of stars, Campus Stellae, they buried him. Centuries later, in 813 A.D., a hermit followed a star and rediscovered the tomb. The news spread like wildfire. Kings, knights, and common pilgrims began the long walk across Europe, the Camino de Santiago. By the Middle Ages, it was one of the 3 great Christian pilgrimages alongside Jerusalem and Rome. Popes granted indulgences, Kings built hospitals and churches along the route. The cathedral itself became a masterpiece of Romanesque, Gothic, and finally Baroque architecture. The Obradoiro facade you see on the coin was completed in the 18th century by architect Fernando Casas y Novoa, a riot of stone that looks almost like lace carved by angels. When Spain chose this image in 1998, it was sending a powerful message. We bring our deepest cultural and spiritual roots into the new European family. The cathedral is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Every year, hundreds of thousands of pilgrims still walk the Camino, many of them modern Europeans seeking meaning in a fast-changing world. The coin, therefore, is a tiny passport that says, "From the dusty roads of the Middle Ages to the single market of the 21st century, Spain is here." Flip the coin, and you meet the shared design used by every single Euro country. Belgian artist Luc Luyx, a computer engineer who entered an EU-wide competition in the 1990s, created this side. He won because his design was simple yet brilliant. You see a globe focused on Europe, Africa, and Asia. The European continent stands proud in the center. 6 stars hover above the globe and 6 below, making the magical number 12. The original EU member states at the time of the euro's birth. The words 2 euro cent appear on the left, and Luyx's initials LL sit quietly on the right. 12 straight lines run vertically across the globe like rays of hope or meridians of connection. Luc Luyx's design was chosen precisely because it avoided national symbols. It was meant to say, "We are all Europeans now." The groove around the edge helps blind people identify the coin by touch. The copper-plated steel gives it a warm, earthy color that matches the 1 and 5 cent pieces. The 1999 Spain 2-cent coin was not created by a single genius working alone. It was the result of years of diplomacy, committees, public votes, and quiet work by engravers in Madrid and Brussels. Spanish Prime Minister José María Aznar personally unveiled the chosen designs in April 1998. The coins were struck in secret at first, then stored until the grand launch on New Year's Day 2002, when people queued at banks across Spain to exchange their pesetas for shiny new euros. Here is the honest truth that every collector should know. Because nearly 292 million were minted, it remains extremely common. In circulated condition, its market value is basically its face value, about 0.02 euro or $2. Even in brilliant uncirculated condition or in official mint sets, it sells for only $10 to $200 on platforms like eBay, Numista, or NGC. If this coin has a mint error, here's what every collector should understand. When coins are produced, machines strike thousands and even millions of coins in a very short time. During this high-speed process, small mistakes can sometimes occur, and these mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into something rare and collectible. For example, a double strike happens when the design is stamped twice, creating a shadow-like duplicate image. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned, leaving part of it blank and part with the design. Sometimes a coin is struck on the wrong metal error. Errors like die crack or die break can create unusual lines or distortions in the design. Coins with such errors are produced in very limited numbers. That's why collectors around the world are always searching for them. In history, some error coins have sold for thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. In rare cases, a small minting mistake has turned a coin into a million-dollar treasure. So if you have an old coin, take a closer look. It might not be just an ordinary coin. It could be a rare error coin that changes your life. Because sometimes, a small mistake becomes the greatest fortune. Sometimes, minor minting errors include off-center strike. The design is shifted to one side. Weak strike. The design appears faint or unclear. Die crack. Thin crack-like lines appear on the coin, clipped planche. The edge of the coin looks cut or missing. What could these errors be worth? Normal coin, about $50 to $90. Minor error, around $100 to $300. Clear and attractive error, $4 to $5 million more in rare cases. Important note, since this coin was produced in very large numbers, even its error versions are usually not extremely valuable, unless the error is very clear, unique, and visually striking. Rare error coins or proof versions from special sets might fetch $4 to $5 million, but the ordinary 1999 date is a pocket change coin, not an investment piece. Its real value lies in the story